Welcome. In this video, we are going to look at problem 40. It is from the Chapter 3 Review Exercises of College Algebra by OpenStax. Okay, so we need to find f composed with g of x, and then we need to find the domain for f composed with g of x for the pair of functions. All right, so let's find f composed with g of x. This is going to be f of g of x. Okay, g of x is 1 over x minus 9. So we replace g of x with its definition. And now everywhere we see an x in the definition of f, we're going to replace it. Okay, so we have 1 over x. So we're going to have 1 over x minus 9 plus 3. Okay. I don't like leaving the denominator inside a denominator. So let's multiply this by x minus 9 over x minus 9, as that is 1. Okay, so we're going to have an x minus 9. We need to distribute the x minus 9 through each term in the denominator. So we will have 1 over x minus 9 times x minus 9. That will give us 1 plus 3 times x minus 9. Okay, so we have x minus 9 over 1 plus, and distributing through with a 3, we have 3x minus 27. So we are getting x minus 9 over 3x minus 26. Okay, so that is f composed with g at x. And now we need to find the domain of that. Okay, so first we look at the domain of g of x. So the domain of g of x. Okay. And g of x is 1 over x minus 9. So we've got 1 divided by x minus 9. Okay, the only restrictions we can put on x are that we need positive square roots and no division by 0. And so we cannot allow x minus 9 to be equal to 0. So let's say no division by 0. So x minus 9 cannot be 0. So if we add a 9 to both sides, we see that x cannot be 9. Okay, so that's one thing we have to consider. Now we look at the domain of f composed with g, and let me make that an open circle, at x. Okay, and so here we have, and I'll put f of g of x is x minus 9 divided by 3x minus 26. Okay, again, we can allow no division by 0. And so this time, 3x minus 26 cannot be 0. So we add the 26, and we get 3x is equal to 26. And now we're going to remind ourselves we're not allowing that value. Okay, and now we divide both sides by 3. And what we end up with is x is not allowed to be 26 over 3. Okay, so we cannot allow both of these values. Okay, and so we can put a little number line over here. And so 26 over 3 is a little smaller than 9. Okay, so We can't allow x to be 9, but it can be everything else. I'll just put this the x direction. And we can't allow x to be 26/3, but we can allow everything else. And we want to take all the places where these two overlap, all the allowed values where they overlap. And so what we get for the domain is that we can go from minus infinity all the way up to 26/3. We're going to union that with between 26/3 and 9. And we use parentheses to signify we are not allowing the values. Then we're going to union that with from 9 to positive infinity. So that is our domain of f of g of x, or f composed with g at x. All right, that's going to do it for that problem. I hope that was helpful and informative. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.